Hello, I guess who's back? Back again. It is me. It is I. We have been taking quite some time off of this channel, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you are going to watch one video and one video only, make sure it is this one because there are so many nuggets of wisdom, updates that you are going to want to hear about, and just general life stories, because that's kind of what we're doing here. We're talking about the reality of what it is like to live in your energetics, in this balance of the masculine and of the feminine. And there's a lot to share. So without further ado, let's dive in. As usual, before we dive in, please make sure that you are subscribed to our beautiful channel and community here. Click that subscribe button. If you are listening to this as a podcast, which I'll explain more about in a minute, make sure you follow along, subscribing/following to our podcast. This is really, like I said, I'll talk more about this, but this is really for you to decide, how do you want to be absorbing this information? Are you more of a visual learner? Are you more of an audible learner? Is it easier for you to throw on a podcast while you're in the car? Or is it more fun and engaging for you to actually sit down and watch this? So I'll be explaining more about that, but make sure you've subscribed either on the YouTube channel /and/or both in the podcast. Make sure you've also liked this video, share it with someone that you love, share the podcast episode with someone that you love, and leave a rating and review. I want to hear from you. This is the whole purpose. We are building a community here. Let me know what resonated with you most. And as you know, if you've been watching the YouTube channel for a while, leave your biggest aha moment or takeaway in the comment section below, because it is so helpful for you yourself to actually be engaging with the content, thinking about what is impacting you, what resonates with you, and actually writing it down. That's going to be how you retain this information. All right. So there's a lot of things that have been going on. I've been taking over a month hiatus from making these videos, from engaging in this channel with you, and that is about to massively shift. I have so much content planned for you coming out weekly every single Wednesday that is going to really support you in harnessing and activating what we call your energetics code here, your energetic success code, which is basically you understanding how to use the balance between your masculine energies and your feminine energy for your own unique balance. Every single one of us is different. That's why this one size fits all approach to success just doesn't really fit, right? So there's a lot of things happening here. First of all, starting with the fact that you might be able to tell that there's a new name to this channel. This has come from a major series of downloads and support from coaches and from my own inner healing journey that I've been on, where I really realized that there were a lot of energy leaks happening in my business, and it was creating an incredibly draining cycle for me to be in. I was feeling like everything that I was doing was really this pushing energy, and understanding the work that I do and what I coach my clients on and what I share with you here. Of course, that felt incredibly difficult. It felt like it brought up feelings of imposter syndrome once more. And at the same time, I also knew that this is just part of the journey, right? This is what we talk about. You're constantly going to be in this process of understanding what your energetic balance is. And with each new level that you come to, that you achieve, that you step onto, you're going to be reassessing it, and you're going to be doing this work again. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So that's basically the journey that I've been on. And so with that, we came to a new name for this YouTube channel, and it is called Essence, the Essence Podcast and Show. And so, as you can probably tell by the title, it is not just on YouTube anymore. We have now started converting this YouTube channel and the episodes on here into podcast form, so that you can listen to them all in one place, that you can throw them on when you're in the car, going for a walk, anything you want to do, that you don't feel like you have to sit down and watch something. However, you still can, because that is why I want to be here on YouTube, is that we're actually interacting, that you can see me, that we can create a community space on here. The podcast is really just a secondary bonus for you. Another really exciting thing that's happened is the name change. If you follow me on Instagram, or if you're on my newsletter list, so my email community, you will know that we had a name change. We have said goodbye, me and my team, to the Decluttered Intentions era. This is largely, I mean, I'll link the post below and you can read through the whole description of it because it's a longer story. But this is essentially a really great example of when you've outgrown the container that you're in, and there is something bigger that you're meant to hold, and therefore energetically you need to create a different kind of space for. So Decluttered Intentions was the OG business that I started. It was before I was even doing any coaching. I was actually going into people's homes as a declutter consultant, and I was helping them literally clear physical clutter from their homes. And as that progressed and I started shifting into coaching and I got certified, and that was really the work that I wanted to be bringing into the world, I continued to hold on to the name because it meant for me this sign and symbol of independence, of really having created something on my own. And logically, I continued to justify it, which I think is totally fair, where I said, I'm still helping people declutter their intentions. We're just decluttering mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, as opposed to physically right now. But ultimately, it created a real disconnect in people coming through and what they were expecting of me, and then my energy and how I was showing up. And there was some leaky energy, there was some disconnect between the connections, a lot of things, again, that kind of came back to feeling really draining for me. So at the beginning of Aquarius season, so that was just about a week ago, we introduced the new business name, which is Olivia Heine Coaching, or O for short, which I love because it just, to me, feels like a massive exhale. It's just like, like I'm here. You get to exhale now. Like that is the energy and the intention that I have for this space. It's how I want you to feel when you come here. That is the space that I intend to hold for us here. So that is really, really exciting as well. Finally, really important, and that is happening today, and there will be more information coming out on this, but there is another really exciting announcement which has been birthed in this hiatus away from social media, away from YouTube. And I'm going to be talking about how important that pause is. It's what I call the fertile void, or it's what is called the fertile void. And what has been birthed is a very exciting new space, community, and resource for you. And this is called the Energetic Success Studio. So I'm really excited about the Energetic Success Studio / I'm also calling it the studio for short, because this is really combining everything that I've been working towards, everything that I've been creating over the past couple of years in terms of courses and group environments, and creating the sacred sisterhood community through this work, and infusing it into something that's even bigger, something that honestly was beyond what I could have even imagined. And it's just this very potent space. So the studio, you can go and click down below. The waitlist is actually opening today, but there is so much more information coming out, and there's so many things to share in this video. So I'm not going to go into everything in this particular moment, but again, you can click on the link below and go over to the waitlist. There's more information there. And when you join the waitlist, you actually get a full email that breaks down exactly what the studio is about. So I really encourage you to do that, because I'm going to be very slowly announcing certain parts of it, because it is only coming out later, but this is kind of the official day that I'm sharing what has been going on behind the scenes. So again, it's kind of one element to the bigger picture. But this studio, I'm so excited about it. Once again, it's infusing really truly the work that I feel like I'm here to do, the work that I have been doing, but in a way that really allows not just to hold me, but where I can actually have the energy and capacity to hold all of you as well. And it's just going to be so it's going to give us such a deeper transformation because of the way that the energy is showing up in that space. So these are the things, right? There's a new name to the YouTube channel, and there's a podcast for you. They go hand in hand. Every week on Wednesday, you get a new episode. Second, we have the new name of the business, Olivia Heine Coaching. So exciting. I'm so excited for what this expansive container is going to allow me to bring for you. And finally, the announcement and open doors to the waitlist of the Energetic Success Studio. And there's so much more information coming on that as well. The final thing that I want to say, because of this new flow to the YouTube channel, and that's truly why I'm assuming you're here, because you are following me here on YouTube, you're subscribed, you're joining this community. There's going to be a series starting next week called the Fuck It Energy Series, okay? So I've been interviewing some incredible women. So this series is all about co-hosting, and I'm calling the people that I've been talking to my co-hosts, because we actually have a conversation. It's less of an interview style, and it's more of really diving into what their journey And our collective journey, my journey as well, has been around moving from the wounded masculine into the healed and reclaimed powerful feminine. And these are stories of incredible, real women. And I say real because these aren't necessarily people that you'll know from Instagram or big names that you'll have seen, this is what they've created. These are people who aren't necessarily in that space and who are still implementing this work, who have moved out of this wounded masculine and who are reclaiming their inner feminine, and what that truly looks like on a day-to-day basis for them, for someone who isn't necessarily showing their whole lives on Instagram. Again, I do that, nothing wrong with that. But I wanted to just have a different kind of conversation. So I'm really excited for those to start coming out slowly but surely, in between the general content, which will be coming out every Wednesday anyways here on this channel. So I'm so excited for you to get your hands on that as well. So this was definitely more of a housekeeping rundown episode, but I really want to just all be on the same page. This is really laying the new foundations for the fresh start that we're stepping into now. I'm so excited that you are here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for being part of this community together with me. Literally, I'm in awe. I feel so grateful and honored that you are here on this journey with me, that I get to be sharing this information with you and making this my job. And get ready, because it's about to be a freaking incredible journey that we're embarking on together. And this is just the beginning. Make sure you leave your comments below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, go and follow and subscribe to the podcast, leave your rating and review, and I'll see you soon.